Why do we die? Why do things die? Why do we die in the physical realm? Why is the physical realm so limited and bound by time? You know, good question. Here's what I believe, and as I say in all of my videos, it's okay to disagree, and it's okay to have another belief and another opinion. That's what makes us all different and unique individuals. Anyways, this is the reason why I believe we die. I believe in demons. Yes, I do. And they're, in the spirit realm or whatever. And what I believe is that the demons, they no longer have the power that they once had before they became evil. I believe in good and evil. Good is the opposite of evil. Therefore, they are opposing forces. They can't coexist. They are enemies, rivals. So, by the demons being evil, and then there's good, which is the angels and all of that. Well, the demons are the fallen angels, the ones they fail once they became evil. So they lost the life force and the power that they had, and the beauty, the shape, all the things that are good, life, beauty, and all of that. They lost it. They lost all of that. And what I believe is that when evil got introduced or manifested into the physical, that's when death started to happen, because evil is death. Death isn't good. You know what I mean? Life is good, not death. So we have life within us. They don't. So they feed off of our life force. So that's the reason why things die, living things, because they're constantly being used of their life force. The reason why we die is because of evil. The evil within us, the evil that exists. And like sicknesses, for example. I know biologically sicknesses are germs or bugs we caught within us, or the things that cause sicknesses, the virus or the disease or the cancer. We can chemically explain what's going on. We can chemically explain what's going on, but see, like Einstein said, every action, or was that Isaac Newton? It was one of them. They said every action has a reaction. Everything is cause and effect. And I feel everything has a cause. So if the germs that cause, or the virus or whatever that cause the sickness, and a lot of sicknesses, scientists don't know what the cause is. They're not really sure. But when they do find out the physical cause of it, okay, we have to find out the cause of that cause. If that makes sense. So if a germ causes a cold, a common cold, what causes the germ is what I'm saying, basically. And I know it's like, okay, germs are a living life force and all of that, and they're just things that are just present in life, just like we are. But the thing is that even that has a cause. Everything is cause and effect. And I believe germs and diseases and all of that stuff is a manifestation of things going on in the spiritual realm. So I believe germs are a physical manifestation of demonic things in the spiritual realm. So yes, that's what I feel about germs and diseases and all of that. Yes, we know the physical cause, but there is more to it than just that. Because that a lot of times people say in science it says that we were formed and you eventually kept evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving. So it's like, are they saying that we created ourselves? What created the cells? What created the organisms? How did the organisms manifest in the physical realm? How did, you know what I mean? Unless they're suggesting that all of these organisms created themselves. And I don't believe in that, because everything that we see, everything, this computer, all of that was created by something. It didn't create itself. So I believe that everything is created. Everything was created by a higher being or whatever. So just like we create houses, we create buildings, we create things like technology, ways to communicate, ways to talk via video. All of that was created. It didn't create itself. Elements didn't create themselves. They were created. Everything was created. And the thing is, to think something can create itself is like, in that case, how come higher beings can't create themselves? So anyways, basically they feed off of our life. When we are sick, that is the demons feeding off of our life force. Our life force is being drained all the time anyway, just constantly day-to-day living with the evil that lives within us, constantly draining our life force, because they use us to sustain life, our life to sustain their own. And that's how they live, just like we live off food and stuff like that. So if you really kind of think about it, in the past, when people, and it still goes on today, people gave blood sacrifices to their gods. And the thing is our blood is our life force. You can find out anything that's wrong with you through the drawing of your blood. That's why blood is just the best way doctors and everything find out what the problem is within you, because blood is your life force. The things in blood, is what sustains our life. It's our life force. And when a blood sacrifice is done, that blood smells good to the higher powers that they are doing it to. See, the thing is that every idea, all of our thoughts aren't our own. Some of our ideas come from influences within the spirit realm. So where would the idea come from to give a blood sacrifice, a human blood sacrifice? Where would that sick idea come from? You know what I mean? Like, people may say, people are just crazy. It all comes from something. Everything comes from something. And I don't think a person would just randomly come up with the idea. And it happens in many cultures. People across the whole entire world that didn't even know each other, all of them came up with the idea of a blood sacrifice. And that's what it is. They are feeding off of that life force. That's what the blood sacrifice is. You're sacrificing a human being to the demons to sustain their life force. Anytime you have to sacrifice a human being to a god, I believe you need to reevaluate your god, because human sacrifice is pure evil. So, like I said, good and evil exist, and I believe they exist in the spiritual realm. I believe there's a war raging between good and evil in the spirit realm. And we are just a bunch of portals into the physical realm. That's all we really are. We get used to influence. It's all influence. And I'll get into that later, but that's the reason why I feel that we die, because of the evil that exists within the physical realm and within us. No one is pure evil, but no one is pure good. We all have evil within us in some form or fashion. And that's what's draining our life force. And since we can never fully get rid of the evil within us, that's the reason why we die. And even though you might say, okay, animals and plants and stuff like that, they all carry a life force, and they're all just as well good candidates to drain life force from as we are. So plants, animals, all of that, they get their life force drained because of the evil that exists within this world. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and my camera's focusing out. Okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is all like my own personal belief, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you.